Hi, this is Fred Thurston, and I want to thank Pastor Skip for allowing me to tell this story. I remember when I first came to New Beginnings Church about just over 3 years ago, and it seemed like after the first 3 or 4 weeks, Billy had me being a greeter. And then a couple months later, I was an usher. A couple months later, I did Bible studies, and in the Bible studies is when I learned about God's 10-80-10 plan, where you give 10 to the church, 10 for your future, and you live on 80%. And it's like, yeah, right, I'm living on 140% of my income, and I've been able to get $1,000 in debt without God's help. On the weekends, I'd throw in $2, $3 in the basket, but I'd be doing ushering and other stuff around the church, so I was okay about just doing that. But we're fortunate to be here at New Beginnings because the church is really saving a lot of souls, and the other churches in the areas look up to us as like a leadership. They're excited about having us involved with them, and our reputation is really good. But about 1.5 years ago, money was really tight, and the church had to cut back on some of the projects they were doing. And I'm wondering how many people that adversely affected. But we rebounded from that, but now money's tight again. And I'm thinking, no, not on my watch. 2 months ago, I started to tithe. I started to give 10% of my money. And I guess that's what tithing means, 10%. And I remember the first time I took my check and put it in the offering basket, 10% of how much money I made. I know we're supposed to go there with a smile on our face and love in our hearts, and I felt like puking when I put that in there. And the following week, though, we got a bonus check at work for the first time in 4 years. And I looked at my bonus check, and I knew it came from God, because I take the bonus check 10% away. That was the money I needed for the outreach project I was working on, but I didn't have the extra money. Okay, but if I tithe the bonus check too, then I'm not going to have any extra money. And I really struggled with that. But the following Sunday, I had my regular weekly amount, plus I tithed my bonus check. And yeah, I felt ill putting that up there too. But I'll be darned, that following Tuesday, I got another check from work, and I don't have time to go into details about that. But I got another check, and I knew, because I was a good boy, and I went ahead and tithed my weekly amount and the bonus with no extra money, this was a check that God was giving me, so I had the extra money I needed. And that Sunday, I was really happy when I put the check up there. And that following Friday, I find out that I got a raise at work. And it seems to me, for the last 2 months, every week, I've gotten some benefit financially that I myself couldn't do. So now, instead of putting my check of 10% up there, I think of this now, I'm putting my check up there, I'm sewing the check, looking forward to what I'm going to reap that week. You know, it's been really cool to have God in charge of my finances. You know, I just wish I would have done this a lot sooner. Thank you.
Word of God speak, would you pour down like rain, washing my eyes?